this way your log drum just sounds crazy. What's up guys, and welcome back to yet another video. And in this video I'm going to show you how to create an amazing Amapiano beat in FL Studio. And I've also just released my new Amapiano Paradise drum kit. So there is also a free preview of this kit. The link will be in the description, make sure to download it and just have a look playing around with the samples which I've included. So I think there are almost 200 items in that sample pack. So definitely go and check it out. So try to include the sound for 2023 when it comes to Amapiano. So I've added some really cool rims. So I've added a lot of them, almost 50. So I've added a lot of shaker loops, which all sound different. I've added some cool snares, also a lot of samples. And I've also added some log drum samples. So if you're an Ableton or Logic user, you could just drag in one of those samples and just use it as your log drum. And the root note for all these samples is C pre-mixed, just ready to use. And I've also included some of those samples in the preview. So definitely go and check it out. So let's get started with the tutorial. So first adjust the BPM to 113. And right now let's start with a bassline. So I'm going to use some stock Fruity plugins. So let's use Harmless, then open up some presets. Then open up the piano roll. I'm going to create this beat in, let's say, C minor. And maybe let's start off with this G. So I'm starting off with a pretty low bass like this. Then we're using an F and, for example, this D. So let's copy this one. So I already can hear where I'm going. But first, I think to make it more clear, I'm going to add the drums right now. So let's add this kick, a really soft one. And just add that simple 4x4 kick rhythm. Then let's add an open head. This one. I've also added a lot of samples. So let's use this generic one. And you could just copy this rhythm to this one. And then move it half a bar to the right. And then let's add a clip. So we create kind of the typical house rhythm. Let's use this simple snappy clip, this one. And then let's add some of the shaker loops. So I'm going to drag this one into the arrangement. So let's use this one. So right now let's drag in a snare. Let's use this one. And then changing the pitch of the sample, so playing it in D. And then let's add some tom. So I've also added a lot of percussions. So open it up, then select, let's say, Doombag, this one. So let's use this one. And then just play it an octave lower, right here. Right now we're going to add multiple similar percussions. So right now we're going to add a conga. So let's use this one. Maybe play around with the pitch. And right now let's add a rim to add some more high frequencies to this drum loop. So right now let's add this one. But right now we have this ticking sound in the beginning. So I'm going to remove this. So I'm going to adjust the attack. And now it sounds like this. So this is just an easy trick and easy to apply yourself. So now I just want to add some more groove to the whole rhythm. So I've added this one. If you want to make it a little bit more humanic, you play around with the velocity. So select bipolar and then play around. So it changes the individual volume of the samples. And let's just add another snare. So let's use this one. For now, the drum loop is just fine. So let's add some more melody layers. So let's use another preset from Harmless. So I found this preset, this one. Okay, that sounds very cool. So let's just duplicate this one. And then I want to make it a little bit more interesting right here. So this is this G. And I'm adding a G in one octave up. So now it sounds like this. just to keep it a little bit more interesting. And right now, maybe let's just clone this one. I'm going to create an ARP. And I want to create this from scratch. So just add this one. And then we already use this G. And then maybe make it fit into one step like this. Make this one repeat like this. So shorten the notes, and I've adjusted this G one note up. And now let's play around with the filter frequency. And I think we could definitely use those two elements to create an interesting arrangement. So let's disable this one for now. And let's add another synth from Purity. Let's add something very generic. So I'm going to use this sonar preset and then just draw this one in at the root note. But I think instead of adding this at C6, I've added it at C4. This makes it a little bit more darker. And let's add another element which is used in a lot of Amapiano beats, which is the machine sound. So let's open up Citrus, this one, presets, and then on vocoder carriers, we could select machine, this one. Or now let's add another sample. So I'm going to use some whistles from my sample pack. So let's use this one. Just keep it simple like this. So right now I'm layering just a lot of elements, and in the end we're going to just split these elements and create an interesting arrangement. So this is definitely the easiest way how to do something. And you could just layer it and listen if it still goes perfect together. So when you're creating the arrangement, it will not sound off or anything. So now I'm thinking about adding another pad synth. So let's use Labs, which is for free by the way. And maybe let's add some vocals. So maybe let's use this one. So just draw this in totally at random and it sounds like this. I think this adds some more texture to the beat, but it's not specifically a melody. But I'm just gonna leave it like this. And now it comes to the fun part. We're gonna add the log drum. So I want the bounce and the groove to go perfect together with the drums. And I think this is crucial when it comes to the Amapiano beat. It makes it or breaks it. So in this case, I'm gonna use the log drum presets. So let's use preset 7 and then make sure this one goes perfect together with the previously added bassline. Crank up the volume, so pitch it down 1 octave. So I think that already goes pretty well together. So let's enable half a step. So we're gonna add something like a roll right there and then play around with the velocity. Then we're exactly repeating this one. So I think that's it. And right now let's layer this element with the eFlute from the DX10 presets and then select the eFlute, which is a simple sine bass, and then just copy this one, Command C, Command V. And then of course you want to add a little bit of swing, 50%. So right now let's arrange all these elements. So select pattern 1 and then select split by channel. So later on I'm going to rename and reorganize everything, but right now just drag it in. So right now I'm going to arrange a beat, mix it, and show you the final result in a second. So we just finished this beat, and this is definitely a hard-hitting beat. So I've made a lot of tweaks and adjustments to some of the elements. So I've not made any adjustments to the drums, but definitely made some adjustments to the bass lines and the log drum. And also made sure the log drum really hits. So in this case, for the log drum, I've added just a simple fruity soft clipper, which will add some distortion to the sound. Then I've boosted around 500 Hertz, and this definitely adds some more mid frequencies and gives the log drum a lot more power. So it will definitely come through within the mix. I've also added a lot of automations, and that's it. So right now we're gonna have a listen to the final results. So I hope you enjoy it. First, just edit this bass line. Then the sonar is coming in, so edit this frequency band right here. Switching up to the log drum. Which, by the way, sounds crazy groovy. Log drum, switching up. Harp coming in. Machine. Switch it up to log drum again. Main melody. Flute coming in. So I think the outcome of this beat is just crazy. The log drum really hits and all the elements go perfect together. So I hope you enjoyed the final outcome of this beat. So that's it when it comes to this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave it a thumbs up if you did. Also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And definitely go and check out the new Amapiano Paradise drum kit. The links will be in the description. So that's it, and I hope to see you in one of my next tutorials.